Did you know that less than 10% of people achieve their goals when creating new habits? And habits are so important. They make up 40% of our actions, and a lot of the time, we're not even fully conscious of it. In this video, I'm going to discuss 5 powerful techniques that I got from the book Atomic Habits, which have helped me level up my ability to stick to my goals, achieve my outcomes, and ultimately have a better life. I'm probably going to quote from the book Atomic Habits quite a lot. One really interesting quote is the quality of our lives depends on the quality of our habits. Your life, to some extent, is the sum of all of your habits, good or bad. And your outcomes are really lagging measures of your habits. So in the book, there's some really good examples of this. So your net worth is a lagging measure of your financial habits. Your weight is a lagging measure of your eating habits. Your clutter is a lagging measure of your cleaning habits. And your knowledge is a lagging measure of your learning habits. You get what you repeat. Your success is really the product of all of your daily habits, not some life-changing transformation. Now, a habit is a routine of behavior that is repeated regularly and tends to occur subconsciously. So here are the 5 things that have helped me stick to my daily habits and achieve my goals. The first is make it obvious. So for a habit to stick, the first thing it needs to be is obvious. So if I want to be taking vitamin D tablets every day, it's much more advantageous to me to keep those tablets somewhere where I'm likely to see them on a regular basis in order to remember to actually take them. So kind of trigger your brain into remembering. We are notoriously not very good at remembering stuff, so anything we can do in terms of a visual cue to help us is exactly what we need to be doing. For example, every morning I wake up and I get a coffee without fail. I leave my vitamin D tablets right next to the coffee machine, and that helps me remember every single day to take a tablet with my drink. Another one is I recently bought a NutriBullet. Again, I try not to leave the NutriBullet in a cupboard somewhere, because the minute I put it away out of sight, it's out of mind, and then I won't get into the habit of drinking nice healthy smoothies every day. So if you want to stick to something, find a way of making it obvious. The second technique is make it attractive. So no one wants to be doing something that they really don't want to do, and willpower will only get us so far. So find a way with whatever habit it is that you're trying to stick to make it attractive. Something that will help your brain, almost trick your brain into looking forward to doing it. For example, I'm getting into the habit of commuting every day to work. It's quite difficult to motivate myself to get out the front door and actually get to work into London, but I know I need to go and meet my colleagues. How do I get into the habit of that? Well, I really enjoy listening to podcasts. So now I have dedicated only my commute time, my train time, to listening to those podcasts that I most look forward to listening to. And that way I've kind of tricked my brain into looking forward to commuting so I can go and listen to those podcasts. So anything you can do, anything that will help you, it could be listening to your favorite playlist only during a gym session. It could be listening to music whilst hoovering. It could be calling your mum whilst you're gardening. It could be anything, but whatever it is you want to do, make sure it's appealing and you manufacture a way in which to make it attractive. Technique number 3 is make it easy. So the less friction there is in actually achieving something, the easier it will be to keep doing it repeatedly. So this could be something like packing your gym bag the night before, so when you wake up in the morning, you just grab your bag and go. It could be if you're preparing smoothies every day like me, it's preparing the fruit and preparing everything you need, chopping it all up, putting it in a NutriBullet and leaving it in the fridge the night before, and therefore in the morning you just need to blend it. One other thing I've done, because I'm trying to make things as frictionless as possible, I no longer go to a gym. I now have a mini gym at home in a little space in my house. I've bought some weights and I've just tried to make that experience as frictionless as possible, so I don't even need to leave the house in order to lift weights and stay healthy. So whatever habit you're trying to achieve, make sure you find ways to make it as easy as possible to make that thing happen, whatever it might be. Technique number 4, make it immediately satisfying. So again, another way in which we try and trick our brains is to reward our brains with something nice. So if we can do something that immediately brings us joy straight after we do the habit, that then increases the probability and, like I say, tricks our brain into wanting to, and in a way looking forward to doing that habit again next time. For example, each time I do a workout session, I give myself half an hour to game on the PlayStation, just as a little reward to say, right, I'm not gaming until I've done my workout, but my workout is what I'm going to do in order to achieve that reward. Or after a writing session for a YouTube script, I will reward myself with a cup of tea or maybe a biscuit, because that then helps my brain feel satisfied straight after I've done something that's been quite strenuous for it. If you're going to a gym and the gym has like sauna facilities, you could jump in the sauna after a gym session. Whatever you can think of to make something immediately satisfying as soon as that habit is over will really help you stick to doing that repeatedly each time. And technique number 5 is make it your identity. Often the issue is that we feel like we need to motivate ourselves to repeat a habit day after day. But the ultimate form of intrinsic motivation is when that habit forms part of our identity. It's one thing to say, I'm the type of person who wants this. It's another thing to say, I'm the type of person who is this. So I want to start running. I'm a runner. I want to learn the piano. I'm a musician. I want to start going to the gym. I'm a fit and healthy person. Decide the type of person you want to be and prove it to yourself with small wins. Remember, a habit is a behavior that is repeated enough times that it becomes automatic. So until it becomes automatic, it isn't a habit, and you need to keep working at it with these 5 techniques. Now, if you found these techniques useful, I'd really appreciate a subscribe. I'd really appreciate the people who have subscribed so far. It means a lot to me because I'm growing this channel. I've got loads and loads of good content that will hopefully continue to help you grow and be productive. And if you want to know more about habits, I'll leave a link to the book Atomic Habits in the description below. And at the end of this video, if you want to know how I brought back my creative spark, I've got 5 techniques that really helped me bring back some ideas for this YouTube channel. Thanks again for watching. Stay productive.